Alright, welcome back, Pokemon GO players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is July 19, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, and my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger Please. How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it going, my man?
Oh, it's going great. It's
Wonderful.
Going great. I know we both had a great day today.
Oh my goodness, we have both a great day, a great week. It's been it's been an insane for Pokemon Go for sure. It's been just a lot of stuff happen in the last few days that we have probably waited for such a long time. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna rant about it. We're probably gonna be ranting both the good and the bad in the next few days. We're also going to show you guys, of course, our preparations for Pokemon Go Fest, because at the time you hear our next podcast, it's going to be the end of Pokemon Go Fest. So we want to make sure you guys are there, unless we do something special. We're definitely going to have something going on for sure now that I'm able to stream everything. So hopefully we'll see how it goes for the Purified Podcast. We'll definitely have it up and ready for you guys. But we're back again for another episode. Definitely going to just start here. But before we begin, Chris, how about we tell the wonderful people here to remind them that we're also part of the Professor Network. Please make sure that you check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/PurifiedPodcast. The wonderful people out there working out very hard to bring you all the news and information Pokemon Go related, also TCG, also anime, everything else out there. Make sure you check them out because we are there with them and we want to make sure you do. All right, Chris, how about we go ahead and recap our lives here? So what you got for me, Chris?
What I got?
What I got?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, how about I ask you this time?
All right.
Do you have any shinies or hundos recently, not counting the community day?
Okay, well. I was about to say, Community Day. As you guys know, Community Day was actually this weekend. It's actually a couple hours ago, so it wasn't really too bad. But I do have, I think, a shiny Shelter from the battle. Was that a battle? No, it's from the summer event right now, right? Yeah, I actually caught this little boy pretty easily, and I also got a Zubat.
I'm jealous of the Zubat.
Yeah. So since this is the Purified Podcast and we actually at least do one shiny evolution as long as we catch it before the week begins, how about we go ahead and evolve this Zubat? Yeah. While that evolution goes on, thank you Cheese, thank you Derp, thank you Spade Warriors, thank you Mask Armo, thank you Joe for coming around. This is actually a pretty good shiny, but I actually like the next one.
Oh yeah.
So let's go ahead and evolve it all fully to Crobat. Oof. Definitely something that that we want to see because this is a pink shiny. Aww. That looks cute. That face though. Oh man. Pink shiny Crobat. That you gotta love it. But then of course we have our shiny community, so we'll talk about it in just a moment. But we also have a beautiful hundo here that I caught not too long ago. It is a Hundo Kirum. Some of you actually may have seen this, but I can't remember though. If you're on a Discord, of course. All right, Chris.
Not special anymore.
What about you?
The shinies I got was I want to say it's my 4th or 5th, a Alolan Meowth. And I also got my 2nd shiny Sentret, through the game. 2, 4, yeah, it was my 4th shiny Alolan Meowth.
Okay.
I was pretty excited about both of them. The Sentret more so, because it took me way too long to get my first one. For 4 stars, no, the last thing was that Kyurem, what was that, 1-2 episodes ago?
I want to say when Kyurem came out, probably around that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't too bad.
It was pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. Although, if I remember correctly, I got you your first shiny Meowth.
Yeah, the first Cantonian Meowth.
Yeah.
Yep, I would look the other way, you clicked on my phone, and you're like, oh no. Oh no. People are so lucky, man.
Dude, I still don't have a shiny Cantonian Meowth or a Alolan Meowth.
I'll hook you up.
Nah. Well, we'll see, because GoFest is coming, so we'll talk about that too. All right, so those are, of course, our catches, our shinies, our hundos, luckily. what about Ghastly Community Day, Chris? How did that go for you?
I didn't get as much shinies as I thought I would, which is actually a good thing. I mean, I was working, so I couldn't go too hard. But I was able to get 9 shinies. And I already had a hundo good to go.
Yeah.
So I had everything I wanted. I didn't want to get too many shinies anyways, because I already had 1.
Yeah.
You know, if I had 3, I would have been fine.
Well, for us that we went to Pokemon GO Fest last year, we actually were able to hunt for a lot of the Ghastlies back in the day. And at least I was able to get 1 shiny Ghastly. And then, of course, I had the Gengar from Ray Day, so many years back. But then after that, I was always looking for the third one. But then, I get 16 shinies in Pokemon Go or Community Day here.
Yep.
I mean, it's less than what I expected, but you know what? The rates were actually pretty decent this time around. Definitely enough. Yeah, definitely enough. It wasn't like every other shiny or every back-to-back shinies or anything like that. I was actually I was streaming for the first 2 hours of the event, 2.5 hours, and then I only got 6 shinies on stream, so it wasn't the greatest. I think Reversal, dude, he went almost the full event and he was only 6 or 7 in, and then at the last 2 hours. He jumped to 16 or something or almost 20,
Yep.
and I was just like, whoa, dude.
He ended it with 22.
Yeah.
I ended up watching it right at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, no, that was Community Day. Again, Community Day was 6 hours, just like it's been for the last couple of days or couple of months. We also had 3-hour instances, so if you stack them up, you can actually do a full 24-hour if you wanted to. You also had 1/4 hash distance on eggs, but of course I wasn't walking today. So although I did put all my hex that I hatch in the incubator, so they're also only on 1.2, and I also almost have this 10k hatching. Hopefully it hatches on stream, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, and then after that, bonuses were, I already talked about the bonuses, so there's not much difference in there. And of course, Ghastly's all around the world, and they're like that, so yeah.
I was pretty excited that we didn't have weather boost.
Oh yeah.
I mean, only because I already had the hundo. If we didn't already have the hundo, I wouldn't have.
I had sunny weather, and then cloudy weather. No, not cloudy. What has partially cloudy, so it wasn't the biggest in there, But yeah, and then of course I do get that rank 1 Gengar for Great League. Dude, I looked at it, I was like, hold on. And I was actually on stream during the time, so I actually had clips from that. So I was like, what? And that was crazy. Also had, I got a shiny Ghastly, I think it was my 6th one, my 6th one. I excellent curveball throw it with critical catch on it. So I was like, what the heck, dude? Everything happened at that reason. So make sure you check out my Switch, but also our Discord. I usually post all the clips there, but that's usually what we do. But yeah, that's Ghastly Community Day. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Just because, not a lot of people were going out this day, so everything like that. What you got there? That is a rank 1.
15, 14.
That is a rank 1 Ultra, right?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
I think I got a rank 12 or rank 8, one of the two, but it wasn't too bad. I was looking for that Ultra because I needed to complete the family of, having rank 1s for each one.
One for each league, yep.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it happened. It is what it is. So yeah, now we're gonna talk about the week 2 challenges for Go Fest, which was the battle challenge, or at least what I like to call the Team Go Rocket battle challenge, because it was all Team Rocket at that point. We went to just having a battle challenge team to a just full Team Rocket, take over, do this, do that. We talked about it a little bit in the last podcast, but now that it has ended, what are your thoughts? What were your thoughts on this last week's?
It was really exciting. I think it was a cool way to drop the new feature with the air balloons.
Yeah.
It's definitely a really welcome feature, especially for rural players.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been really fun for me, at least, seeing a balloon or just the shadow on the grass, right next to you.
Oh yeah. When I wake up, I see one, and I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, let me battle this, I guess.
It's just a cool free feature. I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm so glad that this whole takeover thing from Team Rocket has actually come out pretty good. Giovanni was back. You were able to get shiny Suicune. Team GO Rocket, Jesse and Gems are still looming around there. So there won't appear every single time you get a balloon. You get all the regular balloons, of course, but Jesse and Gems are still in the game. Even though they said it was limited time for a while, I thought it was over as soon as the weekly balloon challenge ended. But I got a couple after the week ended, and we were like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll definitely check this out. I still want, my shiny Coffin and Ekans, shiny Shadow. My friend James, who I usually hang out a lot during community days and everything, he got 2 of them already, 2 Coffins. I'm just like, you're breaking my heart, dude. Oh my god. He is the humble, so we'll call him the humble. But yeah,
it's so awesome, bro.
I know. It's just like, although JT Valor actually got like the full collection of Shadow Shinies from the Team GO Rockets leaders and everything. I think he still needs to get Meowth, or I'm sorry, not Meowth, but Ekans and Coffin, but he has almost every single other one from the other team leaders.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, the Coughing and Ekans, I think, have higher rates. So that kind of surprises me.
Not with the way they spawn. They've been spawning pretty less this last few days.
Just because of how hard it is to get the Meowth balloon, I guess maybe that helps even it out.
Yeah, probably. That would actually true. But, he's also... he's like the self-proclaimed shiny king, so he's like ham on the shinies anyway, so... I'm pretty sure he has like over 2,000 shinies, and I'm like, dude, your inventory must be like insane. I'll definitely try to see if we can get him in the podcast. He is in the Orlando area, so he's technically in our area, so we'll see how that goes.
Local boy.
Right, ooh. Right. But yeah, I know that the Purified, or not the Purified Podcast, the Lure Up, actually their creator thing that they do, they have him on the second time already, so we'll definitely see if I can get him in. We'll talk about it. But yeah, that's usually, the week 2 challenges. Pretty self-explanatory at that point, Team GO Rocket and all that. So, but then of course, week 3 friendship challenges began a few days back on Friday. So friendship for everybody, hearts for everybody. It focuses a lot with your buddy. You of course have a lot of the summer team Pokemon. So actually, if we go to the today's view right now. The summer event is going on, so more event Pokemons appearing in the wild, and eggs, and 5-kilometer eggs, and time research. We also still have our special bonuses, and then the actual friendship week, the friendship challenges, which was all about buddies, all about sending gifts, all about friendship. So one of them was like send 5 gifts, the next one was 10 gifts, the elite one was like 30 gifts and all that. So if you have friends, guys, make sure you do, especially now that there's a lot of
friends.
If you have friends.
So mean.
I know, right? But definitely. Now I can't remember. Did we actually talk about like invites from last week?
I think they dropped like right after the last episode, actually.
Yeah, definitely. So, so as you guys know, we actually been in talk with saying raid invites should be coming out. They were supposed to come out on last week. And I'm going a little bit off script here for you, Chris, but that's because I was actually like, my head was like, did I talk about this last week? No, I talked about this week. I'm definitely talking about it this week. But yeah, raid invitations are out. It came out on Wednesday. We were all like, whoa, hold on a second. Now, the feature, of course, has some glitches. Like, there's some things that there's like one thing after the other. When somebody invites you, there's definitely like a glitch when it comes down to it. Like it tells you you're joining. You only have like less than 50 seconds to respond. No, 60 seconds to respond. And then after that, you get into the raid and everything. So we're gonna break down how raid invitations really work out this ways. It came out right before Kyurem Raid Hour, which actually was like insanely awesome. Because I only had 2 Kyurems to my name. Of course, Chris had his Hundo on his very first one. The one he only needed one. But I was looking for the Hundo. I needed to redeem myself for that week. And then raid invitations came around, so I was like, oh my goodness, who can invite me? Luckily, I had the day off that day, and I was like planning to go out and do the raid hour and everything. But you know what? I was like, let me stay home and try this feature as much as possible. Chris, I think you were asleep during the time off, right?
Yep, I took a really long nap, and then they were like, "Yo, yo, yo, raid of invitations, yeah, they're all out." I think I was awake right when they dropped.
But then
I
you
was like,
just like,
nobody's really doing anything, so I accidentally fell asleep too long.
yeah, definitely. But raid invitations. Now it turned dark on my game, but no Pokemon to spawn. Anyways, so somebody can invite up to 5 friends remotely. You can actually invite from the person who's actually on the raid itself on the gym, or you can actually do a remote raid and actually invite people from doing remote raids. Now you will use a remote raid pass for this. It is on the shop for 100 Pokecoins or a bundle of 250, which are discounted at the time. So do make sure that remember that this is not going to stay at that price, and we're still doing the same damage as other remote raiders, so or any of the local raiders. So we actually are gonna have that, hopefully not extended or fully extended. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, so they invite you. It actually appears on your raid nearby, and you also notification pops up. If you have the game closed, it will actually pop up there. But make sure that you looked at it pretty easily, because 60 seconds is not a lot of time for you to respond, and sometimes the game takes a little bit too low. So once it does, you'll see the invitation. It'll actually turn like the same color as the research there. It will be like a little like orangey thing here, or yeah, orangey thing, and then you can see it from the raid. Once you click on it, it will take you all the way to the gym. You can use the remote race, and then the race starts. I've seen some glitches of people actually saying you need to walk closer to the gym and all that. So those kind of glitches are being patched up. Pokemon Go or Niantic has been working pretty hard to make sure the feature goes through. But hey, they dropped it just like nowhere, and we were like, oh, how is this happening already? It's like, it was a little surprising when it come down to it in the end of the day. But then after those, you do the raid and things like that. Luckily, Kyurem is not like the hardest legendary to take down, so you can easily duel it as long as you have the right counters. But it's easily doable with 3 people. I actually did it with 3 people with low level accounts, and actually it was pretty fine. But yeah, so also you actually have to make sure that you do turn on your online feature, because people can only invite. Well, actually, you can invite anybody as long as you're online or offline. But if you want to say that you're ready to raid, you can go ahead and make sure that you are online for them. I usually want to turn it off during the nighttime, because a lot of people try to do like raids from other places that I have friends around the world, and then I turn it back on just because it's the daytime. It's time for that.
Something else this too is if you're off the game and you get invited, it actually gives you a notification there too, that you were invited to a raid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any raids or gyms in my proximity, so I'm not able to. Yeah, I know, right? I'm not able to actually invite anybody if I'm actually live streaming or anything. But I will ask my friends and everything. The funny thing is I started raid hour, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use the raid feature. So I was like all at home and everything like that. But definitely, I had the people from Europe actually tell me, hey, we're gonna be doing raids. We're gonna do around 15 raids. I'm like, who wants the invite? I'm just like, me. I want to try this. I did around 5 raids with him, and then my other friend True Inferno actually invited me to other people. So I do have a lot of Kyurems now thanks to this, and I was super hyped when all of this happened, because I only had 2 to my name, and then everything else is like invites. All of the raids that I've done since now has been invites, and luckily I got the hundo, so I'm actually okay with this. I don't need anything anymore.
Nope. Just for candy now.
Now, yeah, but at the same time, since I'm like, I can only be in one place with no raids, I have my friends invite me to Timber raids and then a lot of Marowak raids. I need a Weezing, like a Galarian Weezing, but unfortunately it's not in race right now. So we'll see how that goes.
I did still keep the ones that we got a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
If you end up needing it.
No worries. We'll see. But yeah, raid invitations are out. Time to go through. Now, if you have the friends, it doesn't require almost any friendship level. As long as you have your Franco or your friend list, you're actually able to invite him pretty easily. So there's no requirements to say, hey, you need to be great friends or ultra friends or best friends to invite your friends. So that's the best part of this feature, because you can invite as many as you want to, and people are organizing their way of doing like 24-hour raids and all that stuff. So it's been pretty fun. It's pretty fun seeing people just getting their shinies all of a sudden, and we're like, hey, we finally were able to raid this and that. You know, we're never gonna get out of the house anymore because of this whole thing. So yeah, that is raid invitations. I was pretty happy with that, and I'm pretty sure Chris has done his own fair and share.
Actually, I have not done. Oh, okay, I have done one. Arky invited me to one of the raids. Yeah. And it was pretty fun to do.
Yeah, it's just fun that you don't have to worry about it. As long as you have friends out there that have raid invitations and everything, and they'll let you invite you. Go ahead. We'll try. We'll definitely have to try to set this up on Discord. If you want to join our Discord, that's when we'll do it. I won't be able to do it, unfortunately, if I'm trying to stream it for you guys and things like that, because I don't see anything. And I'll keep repeating that because I don't see anything around the area. But I'm pretty sure Chris can go through that. And if you guys need help, I'll definitely have raid invitations up and running for the channels and all that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on raid invites. Pretty good feature. Thank you, Niantic. Hashtag thank you, Niantic out there. So I got a little ahead of myself again. So today's research topics, we were talking about raids. Chris, what is the very first thing we were supposed to talk about today?
Ooh. So 1 million trainers have now purchased the Go Fest tickets, and I hope you guys are one of them.
Yes, I hope so too. Because Go Fest is just 1 week away from happening, guys. Not even a week, less than a week, because it starts on Saturday. We have to remember that. 2 full days that you can actually purchase for 1 ticket. And, I don't know, what is it? 6 hours, 8 hours of full gameplay?
I want to say it's 8. But
Yeah.
I have to check the ticket.
Yeah.
It should say on the ticket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Ticket event.
Yeah, 10 to 8. So it's actually what is that? 10 hours?
Yeah. 10 hours, almost close to 12 hours. Oof.
About to make me act up. Oh my gosh.
Well,
be catching.
In GoFest last year, we had the early purchase tickets, so we actually we're playing since 9 in the morning.
Yep, I came super early. I was like, yo, let me get all them shiny. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was incredible. Then of course I was extremely tired. Like the moment I got back to the hotel for GoFest last year, after playing the entire day, all I remember was my body literally aching from top to bottom. And then when I actually laid in bed, I could not fall asleep because my body was still cramping up from everything. Luckily, I don't know if I didn't take anything, but luckily my body calmed down after a while, and because I was still in emotions, and then I just fell asleep, and I was just I woke up the next morning and I was like, what happened?
Yeah, my legs were super, super dead.
It looked like I was hit by a truck at that point because it was so much walking. I did not stop aside from probably just eating lunch or dinner, and I was just I did not stop. I was full on no. But we did play for a while there. But again, guys, we're actually going to give you some tips and actual tricks that we, as experienced GoFest goers, should do now that you're actually able to play from home. So we'll get to that in just a moment. But we do have a little bit more news. Not a lot of news entirely, but we do have a little bit of news that you guys want to actually prepare for GoFest. Now, one of the news that Niantic actually let us know, now that you guys show here, is the print and home kit that they're actually doing. So trainers, as long as you can read this, bring the adventure to Pokemon Go Fest home with you. With the print and home kit, you can assemble crafts, decorations, and more to help you recreate the adventure of traditional Go Fest, no matter where you are in the world. The kit is available now on the Pokemon Go Fest website. Here, take a look at some of the finds and print and home kits. Crafts and activities. At Pokemon Go live events, life-size cutouts of Willow, Spark, Blanche, and Candela provide popular photo opportunities. Bring that experience home with the life-size printouts. Print and assemble the professor or your team leader of your choice. You can also color in decorations, build a gift, or create a Pokeball. The possibilities are endless. Decorations represent your team, Instinct, Mystic, and Team Valor proudly to ensure your Pokemon Go festivities celebrations by putting the decorations around your home or your window. I have a green screen, so I should be fine without this. And what's that? How did Team Go Rocket Flat get into the mix? We love to see how the community is preparing for Go Fest. Search your crafts and creativity on social media with Pokemon Go Fest 2020, and we may share our favorites. Be sure to check the Niantic blog and Pokemon Go Fest websites for more updates in the coming weeks. We can't wait to share them all with you until we meet again in the same park, under the same sky. Let's go. So Chris, not really much to say about this. I mean, it's a nice little piece of news, but I think it's actually pretty nice that, they're giving us the chance to, craft our own way of how Pokemon Go Fest can feel for us. Chris, what do you think? Have you actually checked them out or anything?
I've seen some people order some. I personally haven't looked at them. I know that was one of the best parts of Go Fest was seeing like all the leaders at little like cardboard, not cardboard, but like I want to say cardboard cutouts. Even though they weren't cardboard, they were better than that.
Yeah.
But you could like take pictures with them. And it was so cool because I wasn't expecting it at all. But
yeah,
now like, looking back, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys can actually see this right now. Anybody in the podcast feeds, unfortunately, you will have to go to our live feed for this or our actual video of it. Excuse me. All right. So we have like activities, decorations, the Pika's advisor, the gift, the Pokeball. I've seen a lot of people actually get the Pokeball, and actually it looks pretty cool. And then life size. What you actually have to do with this though, you actually have to print it in parts. I don't know how many parts it actually has, but you have to print it in parts and then assemble it. Now, if you have a lot of ink in your printer, good luck with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a cool idea though.
You're also able to buy the Pokemon Go Fest shirt from their shop. I'm pretty sure it's sold out again. I can't remember right now, but I'll check it out for you guys eventually. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm probably gonna just use my green screen as part of my actual decorations because I kind of want to at least have the feel of it, depending on how it is and if I'm actually gonna stream it or not. But I'm definitely streaming Sundays Go Fest, but after that we'll definitely Saturdays it might be a little bit tricky depending on what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is Go Fest home kit. The only piece of news we have this week, aside from raid invitations, but raids are raids. But yeah, let's see. All right, Chris, I think it's time to talk about some preparations. What we are supposed to do, get ready for Go Fest.
It's always hard for me.
I know, right? So, I'll go ahead and say mine. Whatever you want to say, Chris, just let me know, of course. But, there's actually a lot of different things you want to prepare. Now, if you have a ticket, most of the spawns that we have gained from the last 3 weeks are going to be boosted for you. If you don't have a ticket, they won't be boosted, but they will still appear in the wild. Do remember that, guys. So a lot of Marowak, a lot of Grimer, all those Pokemon are still going to spawn in the wild. However, if you have a ticket, you'll see probably 20,000 Pokemons appear in your house. And you're like, what the heck? How am I supposed to click on all this and all that? So the two things that I really, or at least the three things that I actually want to make sure that you guys understand. Go Fest is going to be a grind fest. You're going to grind Pokemon, you're going to grind experience, you're going to grind Stardust, you're going to grind the shinies because you're going to have some shinies appearing in your house for sure if you're actually playing. But the three things that I usually want to do is the storage, your inventory, so Pokeballs, and then, I don't know the third one. I completely forgot at this point.
Definitely Pokeballs is going to be the hardest part. Because you can always make more Pokemon storage from your house. You're gonna run out of gifts. You're gonna run out of you're gonna have to go out to Pokestops. I don't know. That's definitely gonna be the hardest thing for sure.
Well, now that
you're going.
Yeah. So location is going to be another important thing. Now, let's talk about first storage. Storage is one of the big things the Pokemon Go has. If you're a free-to-play player and you've been trying to get storage as much as possible, they do have up to 3,000 storage right now for Pokemons. Try to clear out as much as possible. You do have the tags, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star to check out to make sure that you don't forget, a specific Pokemons for either Hundo ones or PvP ones or anything like that. But make sure you clean out your storage as much as possible. Take it down as much as possible. Trust me. You're gonna want it, especially for 2 days. Especially for 2 days, guys. You wanna grind your storage up to almost minimum to nothing. If you have extra shinies, depending on the shiny, last year I did delete a couple of shinies there. I was like, you know what? I don't need 10 Slack Ops. And I was like, I kind of, I'm never gonna use them. So I was like,
You're
good.
so mean.
I know. I'm horrible. I'm gonna just walk away now.
What is it? No shiny left behind.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on you. You don't want to leave your shinies, and you want to actually, just clear as much as possible. I know there's a lot of Pokemon you usually save. IVs do matter. There are a couple ones for PvP and that, so make sure you do check that out. But yeah, as much as possible. If you can increase your storage, if you have the money for it, just increase it as much as possible because you are going to grind it. Chris, the second one, of course, will be your inventory space. As long as, depending on how much Pokeballs or Ultra Balls and Great Balls you have, your inventory space won't get full, but it depends on the location that you're going to be. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna actually grind out the event, anywhere you go, like where the population is, spinning stops and everything like that, then you're gonna get filled pretty quickly of Pokeballs and and everything else. Try to delete the things that you don't need the most. Now, my preference is keep the max potions, keep the max revives, delete everything else because everything else you usually don't need. I try to keep a minimum of 80 depending on what I'm doing, but if not, then I grind it out to 20. Now that rating bites are up, I need to keep more for sure. I got Lucky Ace, I got Incest. Actually, Incest is one of the things that you kind of probably want to use because the 30-second spawn that happens, you're going to be seeing a lot of Pokemon. And if you're in a place like a rural area, then not a lot of Pokemon spawn, you kind of want to use that because that's going to be your main source of Pokemon interactions when it comes down to it. You can also do your mystery box, but that's another thing depending on the mystery of day 2, of course. And then keep as many Pokeballs as you can. If you have a Pokemon GO Plus or a Pokeball Plus, try to use those as much as possible too for the Pokemons you don't care of catching, but you still want to gain the experience. As long as it locks onto that Pokemon, you actually be able to go ahead and click on it. That's fine. I do have a couple of lures, which helps out. And then the berries, depending on which one you actually want to get. I mean, there are some Pokemon you want to use as spine-ups. Nana berries don't really help you unless it's like one of those tricky Pokemons. And then raspberry and golden raspberries, yeah. But yeah, those are usually the things that you need to make sure that you have under control throughout the time. And then if you do need more Pokeballs, I mean, there are some in the shop that you can buy, but your friends, if you send you gifts, you actually are able to get an increase of Pokeballs in the gifts right now. So get up to 10, 15 gifts, 10 or 15 Pokeballs per gift, depending on what it is. But, as long as your friends keep sending you gifts or you have a lot of friends there, you'll be able to get those Pokeballs out there for sure. You're gonna need them, guys. Trust me on this one.
If you're watching today and you haven't claimed it already, you can get 30 free Ultra Balls in the daily free shop. So there's probably going to be another good one for Go Fest.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure that they'll give us a little bit of compensation with that. Although right now your gift or your buddy doesn't actually bring you Pokeballs anymore. Unfortunately, they discontinued that. So I got ice in my mouth now. Anyways,
yeah, it does hurt when they said that.
Yeah. So, Chris, what are your best tips that you think that you can give to the community right now to prepare for Go Fest?
Definitely prioritize. If you're trying to get some new good shinies, you're gonna have to delete something so you have enough room.
Right.
If you want shiny Gibble, you gotta get rid of that 2017 Charizard that has horrible IVs. And not a community move. You gotta get rid of. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't know. There's so many Pokemon I've held on to that have been like, oh, I can trade this, and then never traded it. So just get rid of it. You really don't need that old stuff after you've gotten the luckies you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely prioritize with your Pokemons, what Pokemons you want to catch. We'll have a lot, especially that Gibble. Please Gibble, please shiny. Please not. Please, exactly. Papa Hanky. I'll sacrifice every single shiny tentacle I have, which is none.
You gotta transfer a Tentacruel right at the beginning of Go Fest.
Yeah. That actually happened once. I think it was during the Veneri shiny and your Pokemon shiny Choco. They were both happening at the same time, and we're like, I need to get a shiny of both, and I wasn't getting anything. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? Let me transfer, Tentacruel, which is Papa Hanky's special Pokemon, his favorite Pokemon. And then literally an hour later, I get both shinies. And I'm just like, okay, I'm doing this every single time. I need to get a Pokemon,
Yep. Yep. It's funny how often it happens. Like, it was like a little joke in the community.
Yeah.
And then it happened to like 3 people in one day.
Yeah. We call him Papa Hanky for a reason because, I mean, he is the, CEO of Niantic and CEO of Pokemon Go when it comes down to it. But yeah, that's the funny part about that. But yeah, make sure, guys, Pokemon Go Fest is so close. We'll definitely be talking about our experiences, what we're going to be doing on those days. But Dear Lord, it's going to be an insane weekend. Again, prioritize your location, your Pokeballs, your storage, the Pokemons you want to catch. If you have tickets, I think the Unknown is going to spawn for you, but I'm not sure it's going to be a worldwide available, so I can't really be for sure.
I doubt it. They really like making it a event block, which is probably a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least for the boosted spawns. Let me put it that way.
Oh yeah. But yeah, those are the things that Pokemon Go Fest is really what it is. But just hopefully, get as many shinies as you can. Make sure you let us know in our social medias. Pure Let It Go, Christo
0517.
Thank you. And then of course our Discord. If you join our Discord, you can post all the goodies from Pokemon Go Fest. We'll definitely be giving you up to date as soon as things go up and running. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And this is the Global Go Fest, so anybody can participate. No restrictions, no flights, no anything like that. So it's going to be insane what they're thinking of doing.
The secret for day 2.
Oh my God.
I want to see it.
Yeah, that is the speculations that we have right now. Like, what is everybody thinking? Like, we have Adam from Lurab. He wanted to say, we want to get Shiny Mew. I'm just like,
I can't see it happening like that.
It's going to be a surprise for sure. We do have a little bit of information maybe from the data miners.
That's what I'm leaning towards, but I'm very hesitant to talk about it.
That's true. Now, data miners, as you guys know, data mining is breaking terms of service. However, this is information already out there in there, so we're just gonna talk about it. We're not breaking the terms of service ourselves. What they found in the code, aside from all the Ghost Fest festivities that we're gonna have, it's a little new Shadow Pokemon Legendary that we're gonna see for Giovanni
just
or anything.
Tiny little,
just a tiny little bit, Could be also shiny, Shadow shiny. But Mewtwo is being found in the code as a Shadow. As you guys know, Mewtwo is probably one of the biggest Pokemons in Pokemon Go history. Just having one is just like, having like, worlds ablaze. And then when the shiny got released, we were like, boof.
Dude, we're already giving it all of our money before it was shiny. So when it turned shiny, there was probably like 5%, 10% increase.
I know, right? Big Tini will also be in Pokemon Go Fest. That has been announced, that has been revealed that Big Tini will be. But it's mostly going to be day ones because...
Yeah, I don't think that's the secret they're talking about.
No. I know for sure that before the last the last data mine, everything has been like completely silent. Like they don't want to spoil anything. They don't want to make sure that anybody knows anything about it. They're keeping their secrets nice and tight. So this will probably be a full release once day 2 comes around. 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time or local time for anybody. Actually, is it local time?
I believe it is. Like no matter where you are, it should be local time. That's why it has a cutoff, honestly.
We may actually have to make sure I don't check Twitter too early then.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yes.
We got a quarantine from Twitter.
Dude.
Till 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Just set an alarm for 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, okay, Twitter is gonna be locked until 10 a.m. I am not looking at Twitter for that. I'm gonna cave.
That's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god. No, please no. Day 2 is going to be a break or make on that day.
Dude, don't we find out from New Zealand like a day before anyway?
That's what I'm saying. At the nighttime of GoFest day 1 for us, New Zealand is getting day 2. So everything everything that they're gonna spoil on day 2 is going to basically spoil by that time, and we're like, no, I want to keep it a secret. I want to make sure that this is a secret. I have to make sure I'm gonna have to block out after probably a certain time in the day Pokemon GO Fest 2020, because I'm just not gonna be able to check it.
Yeah, I gotta put in all of the discords. Hey, I'm not gonna be responding.
Yeah, no. It's going to be insane. It's going to be an insane weekend for sure. There's going to be a lot of things that I don't want to get spoiled. I want to get a full reaction for you guys if possible about day 2. So we'll see. We'll check it out. We'll definitely check it out. But yeah, that's basically all the news that we have, guys, for you guys. Our research topics today were very minimal. Nothing much going on aside from everything that has happened already. Raid invitations and all that. But let's go ahead and get into our PvP section. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris.
Let go.
All right, so one of the first things that we're going to talk about, we're actually going to congratulate one of our awesome guests on the show. Well, our only guest on the show. But Speediest Chief has actually won the South Arena Continental Finals after going 7-1 on the pre-qualifiers, I think, or in the qualifiers. And then he actually got place number 1. He went 4-0. Through the whole finalists, so that's actually amazing. That is great. Congratulations to the Speediest Chief. I'm already talking to him. He will be back on our podcast in the next few weeks. We'll definitely be talking all things Pokemon Go related, PvP, Zelda Arena.
He's so humble. That's what I love. He's like, I'm kind of good.
Yeah, it's like, I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good. But Chris, definitely, I'm going to go ahead and get the interview ready to go for that day. He's coming in the next few weeks, guys, so we'll have our questions there. Make sure that if you're going to ask questions to Speediest Chief for, his amazing run through the Zelda Arena Season 2, make sure you give us a follow and our Discord. We do have questions that we want to ask him. But of course, things like that, make sure you let us know. You can also, of course, email us the questions, and then we'll definitely have them on the show for you guys. It's gonna be a long podcast, guys. So be ready for that.
He's a content creator too, so if you want to check out some of his stuff, just look up Speediest Chief 2, not Speediest Chef.
Speediest Chef, yeah, he did say that one time. Yeah, he did say that one time. So yeah, if you go over to his channel. Speediest Chief 2 is where he is. He's already at 5.5 subscribers. So he's doing pretty well. He hasn't actually posted in a month, but I'm pretty sure he's been wanting to make sure he's ready for Continentals. And
I was going to say he had to be focusing on that probably for the past month.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah. So make sure you check him out, subscribe, whatever you need to do for Speediest Chief. He's definitely going to be talking about all those things, and I don't know if it's going to be the first interview he's going to do after winning, but we'll see if we're going to get him into the first interview. So
it's going to be awesome either way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to get him next week, but I think we'll be able to get him next week for it, just because Go Fest is going to be a crime for everybody. So, again, Speediest Chief, congratulations. You deserve it. You do so much for it. Hopefully, once Worlds comes around, we'll see him how he gets there. One in the world. Yeah.
Dude, it's like Ash Ketchum, except he actually wins.
I know, right? All right. But then, Chris, what is the next PvP topic that we have for you guys?
Thank goodness. Okay, so Go Battle League Master is going to be ending, so all 3 leagues are going to be opening soon. Hallelujah. I hate the top 2 leagues, but I don't know. I kind of play them, but I got a what's it called? I have a streak going that started with Great League, and I want to keep it going. So I didn't want it to end in one of the higher leagues. I
can already say that probably you're gonna lose the next match.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Stupid.
That's what is gonna happen for sure. But yeah, Great League, or actually Master League, should be ending in the next couple of days, and then all 3 leagues will be a level, even Premier Cup, so everybody will be talking about it. Make sure you get your PvP Pokemon ready. Great League, Ultra League, Master League, whatever you actually love playing. I've seen actually a lot of people getting into Ultra League these days, and I'm just like, okay, I can see it. But I hope that also this season, because it's actually almost ending, even after everything that has happened for the Go Battle League. I mean, come on, guys. They pushed it as much as possible at the end of this month, or it should be by the end of this month is when we actually have the end of Go Battle League Season 2.
It's been wild, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long one for sure, but that's because of everything that has happened. The Gold Battle League going down for a week or almost 10 days. The cheat codes, things like that. All those things. Unfortunately, it wasn't the greatest of Go Battle League seasons, but I guess, it was one of those that actually show us what the potential is of Go Battle League, So hopefully that will keep us alive for the next few times, and then maybe the leaderboard will come back. Maybe season 3 will give us some new surprises. We don't know. We'll see. But that's basically Go Battle League. And then after that, the Silk Arena is going to be taking a break soon, so there's not much going on in the PvP side, so maybe this section will actually be quiet for the next few weeks. But we'll see how it goes. What
do you hear that? The heck is my family listening to?
I don't know. Well, luckily I can't hear it, so they won't be able to hear it. But yeah, that's, I think, all we have for you guys today. A little bit more of a shorter podcast, but that's because all the news and everything is going to be next week. All the craziness that we're going to find, all the things that we're going to do. Definitely check us out on our social media, because we're definitely going to be talking all Pokemon Go Fest. Do not spoil Day 2. I will fight you if you do. But Chris, you have anything else before we end the podcast?
Let us know if you're going to Pokemon Go Fest from home. We'll probably try to add a few people, maybe. See if we can do some raids all together.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that'd be really exciting to do on stream. I'll definitely try to invite you, and then can you invite other people if it's a raid you got invited to?
No, you're only able to invite it as long as you're the one actually initiating the invites. No invites past that, unfortunately. So there's only a cap of, I think, 10 remote raiders, but then after that, if the lobby fills up, then you will only be able to invite anybody else. So you do have to make sure, you have to make sure that you're, doing your invitations correctly. You can do private lobbies and then invite people if you want to, as long as, the Pokemon is not too hard to take down with 5 people or something,
Yeah, hopefully there's something really fun to raid on the day. I'm sure there will be, since they just added remote raids. Maybe it's going to be something real fun, so keep your eyes out.
Yeah, definitely. But no, that's basically it when it comes down to it. But duly noted, make sure you guys get prepared. Go Fest. We'll get there. But thank you very much for listening, guys. This will be the end of our podcast for today, of course. If you want to keep on listening to us, make sure you check us out on our social media, and of course on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. If you can always leave a review there. I haven't really seen the reviews in a while, so you can also email us at purifiedpodcast@gmail.com if you want to send us questions. Make sure you do. You can also text or voice message at 941-417-9243. I may have been changing that soon, because I know that's not a number that a lot of people can probably reach us from all over the world. So we'll definitely see how that goes. And then, of course, don't forget to check us out at the Purified Podcast, or PurifiedPodcast.com, or the Professor Network. They will definitely have things going on over there. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And Chris, thank you very much for joining us once again to a beautiful podcast. Before we go, hopefully this Chinchou is shiny. No.
That's a good one.
I know, I need it. But yeah, Chris, take us away.
Okay. It's been a lovely week of fighting in raids with friends, getting to get together with people across the nation. Insane. So hopefully we can do that with some of you guys coming up. Hopefully we'll have some way of figuring out who we're going to be adding. We might do it for maybe a few people per raid, kind of like what we do in Sylph, where we open a gift for fighting for like a round. We'll see. I'll figure out the logistics of it, but it's been a really lovely week. I hope you guys are looking forward to coming up to Go Fest. It's going to be amazing. Send us pictures of all your shinies, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.